Some of the benefits of the toe spacers are that they relieve foot strain, they stretch the intrinsic muscles, they enhance foot mobility, and they realign the foot to its natural shape. So when you put the toe spacers on, you can see that the big toe is the largest in the socket. The smooth side is towards the top of the toes, the curvy side is placed down towards the base of the toes. You wear them barefoot and you start with 10 to 15 minutes sitting or laying down, increasing time frame and adding movements as you feel comfortable. Okay, so if you've just got your toe spacers, then you're going to want to check out the little piece of paper on the top of them. It will show you some of the benefits, but also how many minutes to start with. So it says 10 to 15 minutes of passive wear to begin with. And I'm just going to show you how to put them on and how not to put them on. Naturally, you probably want to put them on the other way around, but what you want to do is have the ridges, the little waves, actually pointing down. So when you place them on your toes, they are going to fit nicely into the edges of your toes there. And that way, they're a nice snug fit. How you don't want to put them on is, say, the other way around, is because you can't quite get them to fit snugly, and they're actually more narrow this way around. So some people say that their toes ache to begin with and they find it far too wide. I suppose wearing them the wrong way round might be a helpful start, and then working your way up to passive wear where you can wear them the right way round, which is when the ridges are down. So one thing that you don't really need to do is wear them sleeping, as that is a huge amount of time in one go. I know some people do it, but it is not recommended. You can get a lot of benefits just by wearing them passively to begin with and increasing the amount of time that you wear them, as well as increasing the amount of time that you use them with active exercises. So another question that gets asked quite a lot is, can you wear them in shoes and would you recommend it? So I personally would not recommend it. When you've got your shoes on, first of all, these do open your toes up a lot. There's a reason for that. It's because you want to restore the natural alignment of your toes and you want to gain strength with them with the exercises over time. But when you are in shoes, you're not really able to use your toes and you're not able to really use that proprioception, and it's not really going to be as wide as it is now. So your feet are gonna have to be squished just to fit into your shoe. And even if you had a wider shoe, you then aren't able to use your toes properly because this is actually in the way. So this is a fantastic tool. I can't recommend it enough, but I wouldn't use it as an orthotic. So I'll just demonstrate now. Just getting my toes into this is doable, but now I do not have full function of my toes. I can't wiggle them as much. I can't even bring my toe up as much. So if you see how my foot is moving, not that much. Whereas if I take this off, I put my shoe on, obviously usually with a sock, I can now move my toes quite a lot more. I don't know if you can see the difference, but I can feel my toes a lot more and I have much more control of my foot. So I wouldn't wear them in shoes. So all biological tissues adapt gradually, so you want to start with that 10-15 minutes in the beginning of passive wear, eventually working your way up to an hour. So this could mean that you're increasing it by, say, 5 minutes a day. It could mean that you're increasing it by 5 minutes every other day. The point is ever so slightly increase the amount of wear so that you can eventually get to a point where you're comfortable for an hour straight. Once you've got to an hour straight where you're completely comfortable, you can start working on exercises while using the toe spacers. So to begin with, I'm just going to do a mild stretch by tucking my toes under with the toe spacers on. And if this is already a stretch on the front of my foot and the front of my shin, then that's plenty. You can just go between the both sides for that. But if you find that easy, then you can actually squeeze your quad to straighten your leg, and that will stretch the front of your foot a little bit more. So we'll then do 10 reps if you're able to do that.